We've had a chance to see this very brief statement issued, or the order by the Competition Tribunal, and at the very beginning, I mean, umbrella-wise, how significant is this?
I think it's a very significant decision for broadcasting, free-to-air broadcasting in particular in South Africa, and for sports rights. Just to give the viewers a bit of background, Dan, in 2022, the SABC, and I must declare I was on the board then, is they lodged a complaint against Multichoice for unfair and anti-competitive sub-licensing, which they alleged was an abuse of dominance. And basically what that meant is that Multichoice was putting in its sub-licensing agreements. In other words, when Multichoice buys the rights itself, it was required to sub-license them to free-to-air broadcasters who had to pay for the rights. But what they put in those contracts was the problem. They put in the contracts that SABC was only allowed to show these sporting rights on terrestrial channels. In other words, either the analog or the digital terrestrial, but not on satellite, okay? And that meant that SABC Sport on OpenView and other SABC channels on OpenView were not allowed to show the PSL, were not allowed to show a range of sporting rights. And the SABC at the time felt, Dan, that because of Multichoice's dominant position in the market, and their dominance in sports rights, in satellite, that this was anti-competitive.
So now the eMedia interim relief that has been won against the SABC came after that one of the SABC. What does it mean now? Does it mean, for example, that certain games now, because this all came to a head during the issue of the Rugby World Cup last year. So what does it mean now?
Yeah. Well, Dan, just to explain is that obviously what eMedia did, which was overtook the SABC's complaint, is they applied for interim relief at the tribunal. In other words, they said, while you're deciding this matter, please issue an order saying Multichoice cannot continue with these alleged anti-competitive actions. That's what the tribunal has done. And why it's against the SABC is that the SABC had to conclude these contracts. They had no choice. Because it's got obligations to the public and to ICASA to show sports of national interest.